Okay, folks. So I started off with the Canon RF 100 to 400 millimeter. Just picked up that lens again, and I got some pictures of birds and squirrels in this slideshow, and I'm at 400 millimeters right now. Okay, it's at f8, and you see one jumping off. That jumped off the tree and it's running that way. So there's 4 squirrels chasing each other. There might have been 5. I don't know. But they've been on my roof today. Dog scaring them away, so they moved somewhere else, which was a good thing. My cat slept through the whole thing. But you can see some parts where I was getting out of focus. I did not update the R5 II yet with the latest firmware, where I think they separate the birds from the animal. Okay. Anyhow, you can still see like the 2 squirrels right there. And this is the 100 to 400 still. When you see the dog food, I'll be moving to the 100 to 500. I think there's something in his mouth, but as you can see, it focused on the trash bin instead of the squirrel. And then it did pick him up eventually. But you can see they are fast. When they stop, I have no problem picking them up. It's just that when they're moving and I'm panning, that's when I have difficulty with the R5 II. Okay, now this is the 100 to 500. And you see, I can get some good shots if they're in the sunlight. Even in the shade, that still looks good. But they were running all over the place this morning. Had a whole bunch of sparrows playing around in the water, taking baths, so you'll see some pictures of them. But these aren't bad pictures. And there's a tree limb that gets in their view, but you can still make out what a squirrel is. And I only had single shot. I didn't do multiple ones. And you saw that shot before in my previous video. So I didn't get the squirrel soon enough because he was either behind the trash bin or the tire, but then he finally peeked out. And there's branches right there in the lower part of my crepe myrtle. So I moved a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. There was one where he was just laying on the driveway in the shade. Just taking a nap, kind of. So these are all single shots. I just did one right after the other. Had no buffer problems. You're seeing he's jumping. He's going for the tree. And he got up the tree. He was fast. Now he's going to climb on my house. Another one was on the tree and he went down, went across the street to my neighbor's house. And you can see when they're moving, they're kind of blurry, but The problem I had was when it was panning, so I didn't have the shutter speed high enough. But when they were still, and see there's two right there, it did okay. And I took a lot of photos between each lens. I thought that was cute. He was just relaxing. That's it. 500 millimeters at 7.1. No teleconverters. Just straight from the lens. Yeah, I took a lot of shots right there. See, I'm waiting for him to move. You're going to see him when he starts ready to move. And this is as long as he just sat there, just did a staring act with me. I'm waiting, he's waiting. He's kind of daring me. He says, okay, who's going to blink first? That's what's going on. And that he was sleeping with his eyes open. All right, now he's going to start moving. He blinked. He's still watching me though. And it could be a female. I don't know. And there's a blue flag or drape or something that's moving in the wind. So you can tell when the different picture shows. And it was all at 500 millimeters. So see, they were sharp. Now I got the birds, okay? This is 100-400 S from Nikon. And I think that's the last shot I got of the birds. I kind of spooked them off when I was sitting there. Well, I got a couple in a tree, but the sun was behind them. So I went with the squirrels. So you can see I was trying for the squirrel and I kept getting the garbage can. Then I realized that the autofocus was on birds. So I had to change it to animal. And then there you go. Yeah, he was curious. He kept looking at me. So I don't know if that's a female, folks. You tell me. But you see, he's on the side of the camera. And I don't know why. I was thinking he was going to move to the right. That's why I have him on the left. But then he moved to the left and he was peeking over the water. And just watching me. They have to get used to you before they realize that you're part of the habitat. If you're not going to do any danger to them. So I took a lot of pictures of the 100 to 400, 100 to 500 on both cameras. And then you can see the 28 to 400 shortly. But you see that S-line lens is excellent. This is still the 100 to 400. I wanted to give a lot of examples of the picture quality. And I thought this lens did an excellent job. Did a lot better than the Canon RF 100 400. But I was using, now it should be the 28 to 400 right now. Nope, still the 100 to 400. Yeah, now I got the bird. Almost there. You barely can see the color. And then I went back to the squirrel. So this is at 1/80th of the shutter speed, 5.6, 400. It's pretty good quality. The one thing I didn't like about the 100 to 500, it had such a long reach. I kept twisting and twisting and twisting. I do like the way the 100 to 400 zooms in and out. Same with 28 to 400 is kind of big also, but it's not as bad as the 100 to 500. And the 100 to 400 on the RF is no problem. Short term. But this is the 28 to 400. And this is at 400 millimeters. So you see, I believe that this lens does not match the 400 millimeters on the Canon, both lenses, and the 100 to 400 on the Nikon S-line. You know, the 100 to 400. So this is 28 to 400. It's a wide variable zoom lens. I love carrying it around on the Z8 because I can catch everything. It's pretty sharp, but you can tell the difference that with the earlier pictures of a squirrel in that same area, how small the 400 millimeter looks compared to the other three lenses. And I just wanted to show that, point that out. Still sharp, but they look a lot smaller at 400 millimeters. So they were posing for me pretty much, and they had like 4 squirrels, so I can go this one or to that one, depending what tree they were on. I remember on the video I was looking for the one on the tree, and they snuck behind it, went underneath the car, and they were just staring at me. Then I picked them up. So you see, this is a good travel lens, but for wildlife and stuff, I don't know. You saw the video, you know, in the previous one. So, and I had the 3 separate videos, the RF 100 to 500, and then the Nikon 100 to 400, and the Nikon 28 to 400. You can compare those 3 lenses. I didn't bother with the 100 to 400 on the Canon RF because I waited, didn't see anything for quite a while, and I gave up. So I'm going to go back here. I'm just going to close this off. Go back to my dog. Nope, that's me. And she's sleeping peacefully. She hasn't slept there in a while. If it rains, I put a blanket down and she sleeps by me. She gets real nervous. So, but anyway, hope you like this photo slideshow. They're pretty good lenses. I think the 400 is not a 400. I think it's like more like maybe a 350, maybe a 375, maybe a 380. Okay, but it didn't look like a 400 millimeter. You can tell with the 500 compared to the 400 millimeters. But I hope this was good. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas holiday or holiday season. And God bless you. And I will see you later. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. And remember, stay safe and keep smiling. Bye, folks.